League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morrow. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. David Irving getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Detroit! Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
third down. It's Hunt. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throw left side complete. It's Morrow. A good pickup there, a 22.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
On the run, this is Hunt. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He'll look to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now. Out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Charles Tapper in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They're going to look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does because...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back here right after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll
take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Back to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Keeps himself upright, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Pettis as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. So we reach halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Hunt.
Missed.
This will not go down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Still fighting for more. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Oh, a design run for their wideout. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Out left to Shaheen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
Green 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. They run again with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Tavecchio now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Escaping. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side. Plus, you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
They'll start on the ground with Heinz. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield, and that played off in a big way for them on that one. A big-time catch downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Raiders. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Charles Tapper in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll be hit from behind. And he is landed on hard. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Pittsburgh, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.